The TikTok streak is playing with your brain. That little fire on TikTok looks harmless. It is just an emoji next to a person's name. But for millions of people, losing it can feel surprisingly stressful. You might open TikTok when you are busy, tired, studying, or even when you have nothing to say, just because you do not want the fire to disappear. So is TikTok actually controlling you? Not exactly, but the streak system uses some very powerful psychological ideas to keep you coming back. First, let's talk about what a TikTok streak actually does. You and another person exchange messages for several days in a row, and TikTok gives you a little fire. The longer you keep communicating, the bigger the streak becomes. At first, it can feel fun. You might check your phone and think, oh, we have a 5-day streak. Then it becomes 20 days, then 50. Suddenly, that tiny number feels important. And this is where psychology gets interesting. Humans usually dislike losing something they already have more than they enjoy gaining something new. Psychologists call this idea loss aversion. Imagine someone gives you $10. You feel happy. But if you already have $10 and someone takes it away, the negative feeling can be much stronger. A streak can create a tiny version of the same effect. You are not thinking, I need to gain another day. You are thinking, I do not want to lose the streak I already built. That difference matters. Imagine you have a 120-day streak. You are about to go to sleep, your phone is almost dead, and you suddenly remember that you have not messaged your friend. You could simply ignore it. But then you think about all those 120 days disappearing. So you grab your phone, open TikTok, send something, and save the streak. Nothing terrible would happen if you lost it. Your life would continue normally, but your brain can still treat the loss as something meaningful. There is another psychological effect here: the power of habits. When you repeat the same action at roughly the same time every day, it can become automatic. Maybe you wake up, check TikTok, reply to your friend, and continue your day. After enough repetition, you may not even think about why you are doing it. You just do it. The streak becomes a reminder that keeps the habit alive. And then there are notifications. A notification saying that your streak is about to expire gives you a reason to open the app right now. Your phone remembers it for you right there. One tap takes you back into TikTok, and once you are there, you might not stop after sending one message. You check your notifications, you watch one video, then another, suddenly 20 minutes are gone. This is where the streak can become more than a simple game between friends. It can also become a doorway back into the app. But there is an important detail. This does not mean TikTok has some magical power over your brain. A streak cannot literally control you. You still make the decision to open the app. The interesting part is that the system can make that decision feel easier, more urgent, or more automatic. It also creates something called FOMO, the fear of missing out. You might think, if I do not reply now, I will lose the streak. Your friend might lose their streak too. Maybe they will be annoyed. So even when you do not really want to use TikTok, you feel pressure to do it. And that pressure can be surprisingly strong. Now imagine what happens after 100 days. The streak is no longer just a number. It becomes a record of time, effort, and consistency. Losing it can feel like throwing away something you worked for. That is why the little fire is so clever. It does not need to force you to use TikTok. It only needs to give you a reason to come back. But there is a positive side too. Streaks are not automatically bad. They can encourage friends to stay in contact, especially when they live far away. A daily message can sometimes become a nice social habit. The problem starts when you feel like you have to maintain the streak. Ask yourself one simple question. If there were no fire, would I still send this message? If the answer is yes, great. You are probably using the streak as a fun reminder. If the answer is no, you might be maintaining the streak because you are afraid of losing it. And that is the real trick. The fire does not have to control your brain. It only has to make you care about losing something that did not matter to you before. So the next time you see that little fire emoji, remember, it is not just an emoji. It is a tiny psychological reminder designed around habits, rewards, notifications, and the fear of losing progress. And if you suddenly realize you have been opening TikTok every single day just to protect a number, maybe ask yourself, am I keeping the streak, or is the streak keeping me?